Well, welcome back to part 2 of Between Two Matts. God damn, it's so good.
All right, I think we should we introduce ourselves again?
Yeah. In case you don't know, I'm Matt Wyman.
And I'm Matt Romeo.
Yep, and we are going to be talking about, guess what? The prequels. Those Star Wars prequels.
The Star Wars prequels. I have been waiting so long to talk about this.
I don't know why. It's only probably because it's awesome.
Because it's awesome. Yeah. The Star Wars prequels were so
terribly not good. Cool, awesome. It's like all those adjectives mixed into one feeling.
Something like that. So I think we're going to start off with giving two main points as to why each movie failed. So like 2 points for Phantom Menace.
Failed hard.
2 points for Attack of the Clones. And 2 points for Revenge of the Sith. So
I could do that.
Yeah. So we'll start with you, Wyman, and
so we will start with Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Oh boy.
Number one problem with this movie, Gungans.
Mainly Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's
racist.
One, it's racist, and two, it makes the comedy not witty. Not like
they're just
fun.
They're poop jokes and like
poop jokes.
No. Like
they talk
Jar Jar Binks.
They talk stupid, and it's like it's clearly like trying to be kid humor. But when I was a kid, I never laughed at that shit.
Yeah, it wasn't funny.
I was like, dude, just shut up.
It was untasteful. It was completely stupid.
Mm-hmm.
There exists like who even gives a fuck about Gungans?
Yeah.
Like, who even cared?
George Lucas cared.
George Lucas cares because it's a reveal. And he comes every time there's a reveal.
Oh, God.
Ewoks.
Ewoks defeated the Empire. Oh, my God. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Gungans were the worst part of that first movie. Like, if they could just remove one thing of that movie and they just removed the Gungans, the movie would be better, like, by far.
No, there's still more.
There's still more, but it would be a much better movie without the goddamn Gungans.
All right, so do I get another one?
Yeah, go with your second one.
All right, so my second one is the 5 separate battles at the end
Jesus Christ.
of the movie where literally this is what happens. The Gungans are fighting the droids. The council or whatever is trying to like attack the Trade Federation. The starships are fighting the starships.
The queen is fighting the droids in the throne room.
Right.
And then there's the lightsaber.
And there's the light generator room lightsaber fight. It's just it's too weird. It's like there's so many things happening at the same time. It's weird and I don't like it.
I think it also stems from what Lucas did in Return of the Jedi. He had a similar final battle in that. Like, there was the land battle, there was the space battle, and then there was the lightsaber duel. But it was all synchronized in one place. Like, it was all for one objective, to defeat the Empire.
That's where this was to, like, make the...
One was a distraction.
Yeah.
One was to to shut down the droids. One was to capture the Viceroy, and one was to kill Darth Maul. Why do we need 4 goddamn separate objectives?
Just have one fight, one like clash on clash. That would have been fucking cool.
Yeah, if the
like
people
an
were
army
shooting at Darth Maul, he's deflecting shit,
and he's going in like trying to, he's cutting people's like arms and shit off, and then it just like it normally would in any other Hollywood movie, the heroes meet and then they fight.
But they're fighting in close... Like, this is going back to that video we saw where What If Episode 1 was good. And by the way, that kid is a genius.
Who, I can't remember your name.
Yeah, I can't.
I love you.
But
you saved this franchise for
Belated Media. That's
yeah, Belated... Go watch that.
Go watch it. And
after you watch this.
And What If...
And all our other videos.
And What If Episode 2 was good.
Oh, God. I have this
guy is a genius.
I have a single tear every time I watch that. Like, seriously, I'm like... Oh... Wow, that was magical. Like, seriously. And he's just explaining to me how it should have been.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll give my 2 points. My first point is, again, I'm going off of one of the points that Belated Media gave off, and is, why would you introduce a character as cool as Darth Maul and then kill him off at the end of the film?
Yeah.
Like, when...
I mean, he comes back in the Clone Wars
Yeah.
Which you've told me,
Yeah.
and I've seen that episode, but I don't care about it.
It's kind of stupid, but, that was the coolest concept ever. Like, when Lucas introduced Darth Vader, he didn't get snuffed at the end of the film.
He's so badass.
They kept him around for the entire original trilogy. Whereas Darth Maul got replaced with fucking Christopher Lee, who looks like he should be in a retirement home.
Well, I mean, Count Dooku is important for other reasons.
He's important, but he is not a, physical incarnation of villainy.
We need to wrap it up.
No, we don't.
Don't we?
No, it's 5 minutes.
Oh.
We're going for 15 minutes.
Okay, whatever. Disregard that. Belay that.
Belay that. And then my second point would have to be...
You only get 2. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. I know. Well, I'm also trying to think of what is a good point. And I would have to say, make the Jedi relatable. The Jedi were not relatable at all in the entire prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
They were not human. They were emotionless...
we're good.
We're good, but we don't care about anything because caring leads to attachment, and that leads to the dark side, apparently. And it's no, only uncontrolled emotions lead to the dark side. Yeah. Emotion is good because what saved Luke in Return of the Jedi? Love. Darth Vader loved...
Compassion and love.
Compassion and love from his father saved him. It didn't corrupt him. So, when the Jedi...
now, young Skywalker. Sorry.
But, when the Jedi are sitting in the council and are just Anakin, escort the senator back to Naboo. It's really? You guys are talking in monotones.
I am a Jedi.
I am a Jedi.
But I cannot be a Jedi.
Yeah, but that's my. Those are my 2 points. I guess we should move on to
Episode 2.
Attack
Star
of the
Wars
Clones.
Episode 2: The Attack of the Clones.
Okay, and I guess we'll switch off on this one. We'll go with your first point.
Okay, yeah. All right, my first point is that there are no clones until the end.
Yeah, when the
Why
movie is titled
would you even
Attack
do
of the
that?
Clones, but the clones don't show up until the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, dumb.
So dumb.
So why? Why is that? It should have been Star Wars Episode 2, Obi-Wan Kenobi
Goes on Clue.
Goes Clue for the Jedi Council for 45 fucking minutes.
And Anakin goes to bitch and fall in love.
Yeah. Next.
My main problem is we don't need battle droids. We need an incarnation of evil, and droids do not fulfill that. Droids are emotionless cannon fodder that just get cut down like a piece of bread. If you have actual people fighting, then there's a little bit more of an emotional undertone where it's we have to kill human beings or aliens. But no, we're just killing droids. They don't have feelings. They don't vote.
Are you ready?
Yeah. What's your next one?
The worst problem with Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, is Hayden Christensen.
I knew you were going to say that.
He is the worst piece of shit actor I've ever seen in my entire life. If I see him on the street, I will punch him in the face.
I don't think you ever will see him on the street because I don't think he acts anymore.
He doesn't want to see me on the street because I know that I'm going to punch him in the face. I'm going to be like, yo, Hayden Christensen, this is for ruining my childhood. Pop. He made the role so bitchy. Anakin and Obi-Wan are supposed to be best friends.
Anakin is supposed to be a relatable character.
He's supposed to be like you or me. Just but he gets turned. It's like we're best friends right now.
He chooses,
and I choose to fucking kill you. For power.
Not just for power. His fall is really good, but the way it's executed is horrible.
Which we'll talk in a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I totally agree with you. The casting of Hayden Christensen was a huge mistake. When they could have picked Paul Walker. Paul Walker was up for that role.
Who's Paul Walker?
The guy from Fast and the Furious, the guy that just passed away.
He's not... What? I would have passed up on... I mean, his Fast and Furious movies are good, and I'm sorry that he's dead.
Yeah.
But he's not that good of an actor either.
Well, he's a much better of an actor than Hayden Christensen.
Not. Name another movie that he's in other than the Fast and the Furious movies.
None, but he's good in...
He's in 2.
If you had had the choice between Paul Walker and Hayden Christensen, who would you choose?
Well, that's not fair. I got to see how terrible Hayden Christensen is. I mean, I guess anyone is better than him.
Okay.
No. I don't know.
Just like I'm going to gloss over my point because we need to get to episode 3 real fast.
Yeah.
My second point for episode 2 was, why did you make Obi-Wan a side character?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan is supposed to be one of the main characters.
It should be his story.
Yeah.
It should be his story, and that's where they fucked up, too, with just the writing.
Yeah. So I guess we should move on to
Star Wars Episode 3, The
Revenge.
Revenge of the Sith.
Which is arguably the best out of the prequels, but it's still pretty
Terrible.
bad.
It's still really bad.
So
All right, I'm going to let you go first.
My first point is...
We have to sum it up because we only have 4 minutes.
Yeah. My first point is the Mustafar battle. 1, it was way too long. 2, it
Fighting on pipes.
No, you could bring that up, but...
My dad, I watched that movie in the theaters with him, and he loves Star Wars, and he turns to me and he goes, "This is the stupidest fucking thing ever."
But 2, they were on a planet where they were clearly breathing in carbon monoxide for an entire 20 minutes or more.
It would have been more than... There would have been they're breathing in straight sulfuric oxide.
And they were battling basically 5 feet on top of lava. And I was
They would have died. They
like,
would have died immediately.
Yeah, I understand that you're Jedi, but they should have had, like, you know, them wearing armor or
anything.
or an environmental suit, and it would have made way more sense.
The high ground part.
Is that your...
No. I'm doing off of you. The high ground. I have the high ground. And he could have done anything else. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna jump to the side or anything like that. My main problem is that there's a lot of action at the beginning, which is great, but the middle is just so boring. And it's just like Jedi Council crap, and we talked about earlier how they're so monotone and it's just boring.
Like, the most interesting scene was at the opera where Sidious is telling him about Darth Plagueis. I was like, why can't we see more of this shit?
Who is his master, which you didn't even know about unless you read the books.
Yeah, but that scene alone, I was like, why can't the entire prequel trilogy be based on this shit? This shit is interesting.
Yeah.
And my final point will have to be the way Padme dies is so fucking stupid.
You're breaking my heart.
I have lost the will to live.
It's pronounced neck.
Lost the will to live. What the fuck does that even mean?
She lost a lot of blood and she doesn't want to live anymore.
Well, they didn't even establish that she had lost a lot.
Also, how we live in a futuristic society in which arms and legs can be replaced.
People get cut in half and they're still
alive. And yet she just loses the will to live and they can't do anything about it.
So stupid.
I don't like the execution of the Order 66 part.
Really?
I just thought it's just like, oh, this is really convenient for plot. You know?
That is really true. Like, none of the clones were like, oh, we've been fighting with these Jedi for 3 years now. I kind of like them, but I don't care. We're going to kill them anyways.
Yep.
There was no conflict. They were droids.
Yep.
And I was like, God damn it.
They shot better than stormtroopers, though.
Yeah. Yep, they did shoot better. But that also goes into an expanded universe thing where they stopped cloning people after a rebellion on Kamino, and they just started recruiting.
Yeah.
So the stormtroopers in the original trilogy were just recruits, not clones, which they should have fucking established in the movies, so that we could be like, how did the awesome clones go to being pieces of shit stormtroopers?
Okay, so let's recap. And the biggest thing. Naboo should not be there. It should be Alderaan.
Which is a throwback to what Belated Media said.
Yep.
But I think we
should... Peace out. I love you guys.
Well, stay tuned for part 3, which is going to be talking about our...
I was talking about Belated Media.
Oh,
I was like, peace out. I love them because that guy's awesome.
But next, we're going to be talking about our...
horribly good / awesomely bad villains. That's going to be really fun.
Stay tuned.
BTM. What?